What's up, you guys? This is Tim Trevor, the managing editor of the Diecast Collective. Tonight, depending on what part of the world you're from, we're doing a early week feature. This is a Speedster, McLaren Speedster. So don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box below. Also, I wanted to talk for a few minutes about what's about to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow, I mentioned this yesterday on Sunday's video. We were talking about a retro series. Now, the retro series was basically going to be a one and done, one time thing, but because it kind of drew a lot of interest, we decided to change that. So it's not. So the original pitch was going to be a one done episode, nothing else more to it. But now that's changed. Every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, we're going to be doing a video. So everything you see, if we have it laid up back here, everything is going to be back here. It's going to be where the car is going to sit at. Now, I will tell you this right now. I mentioned this on the blog channel, so it's Tim Trevor, the Diecast Collective blog channel. That's what that is. I mentioned it on that blog channel that what we're going to do is whatever car I have as one of the older cars, the retro cars, I'll make sure I will put that in the description box below. Now I was trying to explain it better on the actual blog channel. So when we go do the forum feature, it's not going to be that long. However, on here, we can go a little bit longer. So if you're on the actual blog channel, but you also subscribe to this channel, you're going to get a shorter version of it with that particular channel because of the phone. It's typically old, and the way that phone works is just it's not the best. I'll just say it like that. So I'm going to get that one upgraded, and we'll get that channel fixed here soon. Also, on here we can talk a little bit more. We can talk a little bit more longer. So I'm going to try to put out maybe about a few minute video, and sometimes maybe a little longer. Just depends. But what we'll do is, I thought of this. So we'll still do the same thing like we do always on the shorts. Same style, everything. The year, make, and model, the car name, and then the genre. On the forum feature on the retro, we're not going to do the color and what's packaged and open. Whatever you see is what you're going to get. It's just going to be the year, make, and model, and that's all you're going to see. You're going to see either packaged and open. I'm not putting packaged and open or the color, none of that. We're going to separate this from the actual other stuff that I'm doing. So the retro stuff, the retro series, it's not going to have what's packaged and what's open. It's not going to have the color and what's packaged and open. We're not doing that. What we'll do is we're going to put the year, make, and model. And we're going to leave it like that. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, tomorrow on the actual video, we are going to be doing a introduction. So what you see in the introduction, one of the cars is going to line up later on down the show, later on down the road in one of the other episodes. I'll probably tell you all that. So what that tells you is like, okay, well, we're going to do this, but yet we'll be doing that later on down the road. So that's going to be like, that would be one of the things. So introduction to the retro series. And then, of course, we're going to be doing the same thing on Facebook. So it'll be an article still form and video form. That's going to be the biggest thing we're going to try to do. Now on that series, on the Facebook side of things, we are not going to be doing what's packaged and what's open in the colors. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to keep everything separated. So the modern today's stuff, we will be doing what's open and packaged in the color. The retro series, that's not going to be what's going to happen. You're just going to see the year, make, and model, and then you'll see and then you'll know it's packaged and open. Also, we'll probably put some fun facts and stuff in there. So that element's going to still be the same. That's what it's going to be. We're going to put what's the year, make, and model, when it revealed, when it discontinued, and that's pretty much what we'll be doing for that particular car or that particular thing. Also, there is a little bit of unlicensed cars back then, so we will be tying into that, and we'll tie in the unlicensed with the licensed cars as well. So that's what we'll be doing. I don't know how long the series is going to be, but we're going to try to run the series, and each week we'll go like 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. So that way the numbers stay the same or stay inconsistent, and that way everything will move slowly and smoothly. And then hopefully, as time moves on, if YouTube does it, well, they'll put it in actual series of what it's going to be. So we'll try to figure that out later on down the road. But for right now, tomorrow will be the actual introduction to the series. And then next Tuesday, I'm taking that day off. And then the next Tuesday after that, we'll be starting it, part 1 of the series. So, so stay tuned. And I'll let you know. Make sure you get yourself all situated and all that stuff, because it's going to be an interesting ride. It's going to be a very, very cool, something that's new, fresh to the channels. I think y'all are going to enjoy it. Now, again, like I said before, my memory is not kind of like literally like. So there will be some times I might fumble, but that's because of my memory's not so great. So we'll be doing that video later on tonight, and then we'll post it tomorrow, so that way everything will be pre-recorded and it'll just come out tomorrow as the intro. Anyway, guys and girls, that's what we'll have. I'll talk more about that on Facebook Live as well shortly. Not right now, but shortly. Also, I'm going to let y'all know, just continue to subscribe and all that stuff on both channels. I can't thank y'all enough for everything. And y'all really gonna enjoy this. Hopefully it blows the numbers up more on both channels. So if y'all really into the old classic cars from the 80s and 90s, well, guess what? You just got yourself a wonderful treat. And yes, there will be some Blackwall cars coming in. I just have to find them because they're very rare. And then you got the 8-dot cars that Matchbox put out in the 80s and 90s. And that stuff is going to come too. Hopefully I can find some of those. Anyway, guys, girls, I hope everyone enjoys this series. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of this week. Because this week is going to be like 1 week that I'm just going to do everything. And the next week, I'm just taking some time off on the first week of September. I do need that break. I've been working since August, or since June, so I'm about 3 months in, and I'm gonna take a little time off next week so I can get the stuff that I need done, and get the cars I'm gonna need for the following week when I start doing this actual series. But like I said, it's just an introduction. The first week it's gonna be a little late because it's not gonna be that much cars there. And we'll see exactly what we're going to be talking about. Now, in that series, I will mention a repop version. So that first one's going to be about a repop version. And I will make sure I put that one out. So that's when I was talking about yesterday with that Viper. You saw that Viper in the video on both channels. That Viper, that white and blue one, I will be doing a video about that one. And I got the the actual repop right here behind in my hand. So you'll see that one when it comes out. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Don't worry, I'll put this in the description box below. I went over 10 minutes, no big deal. But there was a lot of things to do, a lot of things to discuss, and a lot of things to get out there for tomorrow. Like I said, I couldn't do that all like this on that other blog channel, on my blog channel, because of my phone. So I'm upgrading my phone soon. That way, that content will be a little bit more extended, a little bit more like this phone. Anyway, if you like this stuff and more, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell, make sure you've got refed that thing on all, and go to Tim Traver, the Diecast Collector blog, and do the same thing for there. We're on the way to 100 subscribers on both channels. Let's make that possible at the end of the summer to early part of. Oh, sorry. To the early part of fall, I meant. Sorry about that, guys. You will, in the video, you will see that pop, that little change. So you'll see me a little for like 2 seconds, and then just goes back to what you're seeing now. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm actually going to leave that in, so you'll see. All right, guys. Until next time, we're out.